Misery Monday. I am a child. I don't want to work. I don't want to work. I don't want to work. I don't want to work.
I do not want to work. That sounds horrible. I'm just a pretty girl and I deserve to stay at home. But how's work for you today? How's that going? Do you love it?
I don't give a anymore how people feel when I tell them I don't want to work. I want my life to have as much ease as possible. And I don't know how y'all feel about that. I'm tired. My ancestors was tired. They never got what they deserved. My family was worked to the bone and promised this, and that, and they never got it. And here I am, working, and still not getting it. It's always another level. You get to this level, now it's another level. Oh, I need more. Oh, I need more. Oh, I need more. What the more do we need? Tired of this.
Emotional damage.
I recently learned about this term called quiet quitting, where you're not outright quitting your job, but you're quitting the idea of going above and beyond. You're still performing your duties, but you're no longer subscribing to the hustle culture mentality that work has to be your life. The reality is it's not, and your worth as a person is not defined by your labor.
Hey, if you want to quiet quit, that's fine. Just don't act surprised when you get a quiet paycheck.
Well, imagine going to the trouble of applying for a new job, having the interview and then accepting the role only to never show up. It's pretty crazy.
It sounds
it's a bit
bonkers.
wild.
I can't get my head around this. Career catfishing is actually a workplace trend that's becoming more prevalent in today's job market, and one generation in particular is driving this. Here to tell us more is careers expert and psychologist Susie Plush. Susie, good morning to you. This is really quite bizarre. What exactly is going on?
Yeah, it's wild, guys. So essentially, career catfishing is when someone applies for a job, accepts a job, lands a job, but then just doesn't rock up to the first day of work. So it's becoming more and more prevalent, and it's leaving employers completely blindsided. So what's interesting, it's genuinely younger workers that are doing this because they're feeling really disillusioned with the current, job market at the moment.
Could you hear wise old Ali and Clint going, Gen Z, eh?
That's right. Gen Z admit 1 out of 3 people in that demographic have exhibited these behaviours, followed by millennials and then Gen X, and also a small percentage of baby boomers also admit to doing this as well.
But Susie, why are they doing this? Why would you go to all the trouble of applying for a job, getting the job, and then just not showing up? Couldn't you just say, when they rang to say you got the job, you'd say, oh, well, thanks, but no thanks?
Got a better offer.
What is the whole ghosting thing here?
Yeah, totally. It's wild. I think part of the issue is being a job seeker at the moment is pretty brutal. The job market is really tough, and some candidates are applying for hundreds of jobs at a time, and they're just sick and tired of jumping through hoops, being ghosted by employers as well, and really just being mucked around without having timely communication. So it is a little bit of a power move to try and get their power back, to make it back on their terms again. But also, by the time they actually are ready to start that first day, they might just be disinterested, Susie, or have a better offer.
This just doesn't make any sense to me at all. I can't wrap my brain around what is happening with this career catfishing trend. I don't feel the need to try to get payback for or revenge against a company that I never even worked for, that never even did anything wrong to me in the first place. All they did was give me a job. So the reasoning is that company A didn't hire me, so I'm going to take it out on company B? I think that makes sense. I think I just have too much going on. Okay, I'm busy. I have a whole life to live. I don't have time to play reindeer games, even though it's December. I'm not playing around with companies. I actually have a very full life and things to do. I'm very busy adulting.
It sounds like dating. They're playing hard to get.
Totally. It's kind of like a bad dating app gone wrong, but now it's in the job
very happy in
market.
my
It's
job.
crazy.
But you would also be burning a bridge, right? You would never get employed by that company again. I mean, I say that because we work in a very small industry. Other industries are obviously different, but you'd be burning that employer. They're never going to hire you again. Surely, you know, word of mouth is a thing too.
Yeah, I always
My grandfather's advice to me was always leave a job in a way that you can go back to it. I don't even know what he would say about this nonsense, because these people are leaving jobs before they even start.
say to clients that it's your reputation will precede you, so you want to act with integrity. But the tricky thing is that employers actually admit to doing this too. So a recent survey found that 80% of employers have admitted to ghosting candidates as well. So a candidate might have gone through round 1 interview, round 2, and then the employer just, you know, radio silence. You don't hear anything back. So that can be really disillusioning for candidates looking for work.
All right, so you apply for a job, maybe you go to interview or 2 and you don't hear back. It means that they weren't interested. It's not optimal, but that does not mean you now go on some sort of bizarre campaign against unaffiliated companies.
So where does the balance lie here?
Yeah, I think it's definitely needing both sides to communicate a little bit more effectively. I've got 3 tips for this, but being clear is kind. So if you're a candidate or an employer, really being clear on where the candidates are in their job stage. Also giving timely feedback is important. Fast tracking hiring, I think particularly for Gen Z, they're a generation that is used to things happening really fast and moving fast. So we do need to look at some of our hiring processes to make sure they're fast tracked. And finally, I say commit or quit. Like I said before, you want to be someone who your yeses are your yeses and your nos are your nos. And sometimes it's an awkward interaction to let someone down, but we really need to be clear and respectful and upfront around that.
So many games. I don't miss dating listening to this.
Yeah. No, the struggle is real here.
I don't know who needs to hear this, but shouting at people to get jobs isn't going to make jobs available, get them hired, or make them get said job. You can scream into the wind all you want, but that seems a little unproductive. Have you tried therapy? Have you tried talking to a therapist? Because they're actually, you know, trained to listen to you. I don't give a what you have to say.
You should still get a job, though. Telling people to go to therapy doesn't make therapy available and affordable.
I know it doesn't matter and who cares, but I figured out why they were ordering lunch without me. Because they do hate me. Because they did fire me later that day. The reasoning was, and this is darned near a direct quote. Like, I don't want to put words in anybody's mouth, but as near as I can remember it, Scout's honor, it's within 90 days and you don't fit in here. Which is so brutal. Not, you're not a good fit for the position. You don't fit in here. Which to me reads as like, you have a bad personality and we don't like you. Which, like, is it because I didn't laugh at their phobic jokes? Okay, then fire me, I guess, whatever.
Oh.
Bye, Felicia.
Why is the reason I'm being fired? No, I'd like to know now, please. What is the reason? I need it in written, like, form, because I get state insurance and everything. Like, what is... I've never been written up once. I don't understand.
You've been worded verbally several times.
Verbally? Where? I've only seen you twice. This is the second time I've only met you. And, what?
Through Antonio.
Through Antonio for what? Cleaning every store and making it better for everyone? This is ridiculous. He's standing right here. Like, dude, leave me alone. Get out of the front of my... I will call the cops. I will call the cops. I will call them right now.
Whatever.
It's amazing. Beta!
Almost 4 in 5 workers say they've been career catfished, hired for jobs that turned out to be nothing like what they were promised. From misleading job duties to fake perks and pay, workers are feeling duped, and it's causing big headaches for companies with burnout and turnover on the rise. Experts say job seekers need to ask tough questions, and bosses must stop overselling to keep talent from jumping ship. So have you been catfished by a job? Let us know.
So it looks like there is more than one type of career catfishing. There's the type that people do to employers, and then there's the type that employers do to employees. You can use my Buy Me a Coffee link to buy Leroy a dog treat. Leroy, stop that. You're so cute. Oh, I love you. I love you. You guys steal the show. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Red Dawn Daily with your host, me, Dawn Marie, and sometimes Leroy. Leroy, you're not bored, are you? Leroy, did you know that 9 out of 10 people only watch to see you? Yeah. I'm just kind of here holding space for you. It's true. It's true. Leroy, you're so much fun. You're way more fun than any puppet. Right, Leroy?